Good morning, and welcome to Hanamatsuri, or Flower Festival, Family Service. A special shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Shohei Otani for becoming parents a few days ago. And so rumor has it that they're going to name the baby girl Elaine Otani, but that has yet to be confirmed. So don't spread that. Mamiko-san, congratulations. And this will be baby girl Otani-chan's first Hanamatsuri Sunday. So congratulations, Otani family. Please rise for the Gatha, How Sweetly the Lotus Grows on page 118, QR page 26 for those streaming. Once again, page 118.
If the labor of the wayside
Please remain standing for three treasures on page 17 and 18. QR page 2.
Difficult is it to receive life in human form, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not receive awakening in the present life, then in what life can we hope to receive it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together as one, begin on the great path of enlightenment, holding in our hearts the supreme aspiration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together as one, enter the storehouse of the Dharma and attain true wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together as one, uniting in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings. The incomparable, deep, and profound Dharma is difficult to encounter, even through countless ages of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us endeavor to thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amido Butsu. Namo Amido Butsu. Namo.
Thank you. Please join our reverends and Bishop Ito in the chanting of Tambutsuge on page 57, QR page 18. Page 57. If you are unable to offer incense, please come forward at this time.
지혜진묘 고묘이소 신도다이생강가사르 사이쇼호 가도쇼지 미르게다 그세조이 아이님 조진 요대 삼마이 지혜이조 고세 독은 흑요시간 니사이 그 이사라양 대시르 야그센 녹음한 무료라이쇼 주요고자 그요 이사이시 조쇼르 은요그도 갱쇼르 격이뇨고자 조르세 가이그 가게 슈셋도 고묘시쇼 행시쇼 고근요대 쇼진 이집난료료가 사르 고근로다이지고 실기묘 도조 조대 고근요나이 온님을 도서가 도아이민 도라이사이 디포라이쇼 신내쇼조 이도가 고근해라크 안혼 호을 신묘대가 신쇼 오스란도 히리쇼 쇼요그지 호세섬 지혜르게 조요시섬 싱하신요 개요심시 조그르주 악요쇼진 인주
Bless you. According to tradition, Siddhartha Gautama, who eventually is enlightened and becomes the Buddha, was born in Lumbini Garden in Lumbini, Nepal, a little country 10 hours east of New Delhi, India. He was born among beautiful flowers, falling sweet rain. So, at this time, we would like to have sweet tea and flower offering by representatives from the following organizations, and after that, we would like the congregation to come up and offer sweet tea and flowers as well. So, representing our Higashi Board of Directors, and with assistance here, representing the Board of Directors, Ron and Trish.
The minister's going to go and do that then.
After the congregation, or right
Yeah,
after the organization.
After all the organization, and then we'll do that.
And then you do, and then not the congregation.
Well, they can, but they don't usually do that.
And then yes, yeah, okay. May we have the representatives of ABBA come forward. And it looks like it's Mr. David Ikeda and his wife Kathy. Representing Fujinkai, may I have the lovely sisters Irene and Emily come forward. May I have the representatives from Yaba come forward? And they're already up here. Thank you. May I have the representatives from Junior YBA come forward? May I have the representatives from Dharma School come forward? And last but not least, may I have the representatives from our Lumbini Child Development Center? Oh no, excuse me. Is this Dharma School? Is this Lumbini? And Dharma School will be later? Oh, that was our... Wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you to all the organizations. At this time, may I have the congregation come maybe after service to offer flowers and sweet tea. But at this time, may I have our reverends offer sweet tea and flowers. And Bishop Ito. Bishop Ito, Reverend Nagamine, Reverend Hasegawa. Thank you. And I left one more very important organization out. And it wasn't in my, okay. May I have from Otani Gakuen, representing Otani Gakuen, may I have Ms. Yuko and Ms. Ito. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank Ms. Lindsay and Mr. Riley for doing an excellent job of distributing the flowers and making sure no one falls. At this time, led by our lovely choir director, Funai Sensei, our wonderful and talented Otani Gakuen will be performing 2 songs. The first song, A Flower Grows, and the second song, Sakura, Sakura. Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you very, very much, Otani Gakuen and Funai Sensei. Thank you. Next, we will have our Japanese sermon given by Reverend Nagamine in the conference room. And our English sermon will be given by Bishop Ito right here in the Hondo.
Well, good morning, everyone, and happy Hanamatsuri to all of you, and welcome to our 2025 Hanamatsuri celebration. I think most all of us know about the legend of the Buddha's birth and the Hanamatsuri service that we have every year in April, early April, or well, sometimes mid-April, is the celebration of the Buddha's birth. And, you know, we all have heard the story of how the Buddha's mother, Queen Maya, was traveling to the home of her birth in order to give birth to her child, as was the custom of the day. And we can imagine this procession of many people, guards, servants, and maids, because of her nobility, of how she wanted to stop at a beautiful garden called Lumbini to rest. Incidentally, as most of you know, Lumbini is the name of our preschool kindergarten here at our temple. And people unfamiliar with Buddhism have asked me why we have an Italian-sounding name for a Buddhist preschool. I guess it sounds too much like linguini or something like that, but we're Lumbini. At any rate, getting back to the story of how she was admiring a beautiful flower as just when the baby was born, and how sweet, sweet rain began to fall from the sky, and how the baby took 7 steps forward and with his right hand pointed to the heavens and his left hand pointed to the earth, declared, "Above and below the heavens, I alone am most noble." This is a story that has been told over the centuries and led to the special altar used to celebrate the Buddha's birth. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the our friends who donated the beautiful flowers for our beautiful Hanamido, the altar for the baby Buddha, and to thank those of you who are here to decorate, you know, the altar for us for our Hanamatsuri today. At any rate, getting back to the story, she was admiring the beautiful flower and when the baby was born, and how sweet rain began to fall from the sky, and how the baby took 7 steps forward, and with his right hand pointed to the heavens, and his left hand pointed to the earth, declared, "Above and below the heavens, I alone am most noble." This is a story that had been told over the centuries and led to the special altar used to celebrate the Buddha's birth. The word Hanamatsuri, as most of you know, means flower festival. The flowers decorating the altar, symbolizing the flower garden of Lumbini. The statue of the baby Buddha with one hand pointed up and the other pointed down. The sweet tea offering symbolizing the sweet rain that was supposed to have fallen. And then the 7 steps, meanwhile, symbolize his having been able to transcend the 6 realms of existence. Of course, we don't really believe that anything like this happened, The Buddha contended throughout his life that he was a human being, just like all of us. But what of the birth cry, the shout, above and below the heavens, I alone am most noble? For the longest time, I could not understand that statement, even if he didn't actually say it. For it to be attributed to him reflects a kind of arrogance that I would have thought was absent from the Buddha that we've come to admire and respect. We certainly don't believe literally that these things happened, but what is important is that on such an occasion as today, we examine the meaning of such legends and the message those masters who recorded these events wish to impart to us. Recently, I was reminded of an article that my predecessor, my mentor, Reverend Gyoko Saito, wrote many years ago called The Third Birthday. In it, he says that we all have the chance to experience 3 birthdays. The first, of course, is our actual birth into this world as a baby. The second, he said, is when we make the transition from childhood to adolescence, when we develop the sense of our own identity apart from our parents. Many of us may remember those rebellious times when we were sure that all of a sudden we became much smarter than our parents. Or if we can't remember that far back, then those of us who are parents can remember that period in our own children. The first 2, therefore, are birthdays that we've all experienced. The third, however, is one we may hope to have, the one the Buddha experienced, the birth of a Buddha. The Reverend Patty Nakai, who reminded me of Reverend Saito's article, said about the declaration, I believe the story is based on something Shakyamuni must have actually said when asked to describe his awakening experience. It might have been something like, it felt like being born anew as a baby, taking one step out of the cyclical 6 states of suffering and into the world of oneness, aware of my life being completely a part of life itself in all of its nobility. First of all, we must interpret that I of I alone as most noble, not as a singular I, but as inclusive of all of life. In other words, Shakyamuni Buddha is making this declaration on behalf of all of us. Our challenge, therefore, is to embrace the meaning of those words. In the awakening, in Reverend Patty's words, into the one world of oneness, the awareness of my life being completely a part of life itself in all of its nobility. It is the awakening to the uniqueness of each individual life, all joined together in the natural harmony in the world of oneness. Saito Sensei put it this way: we have different flowers in the temple, and they all have many different shapes and colors and fragrances. Yet they do not conflict with each other, they respect each other. We have different gongs, and none of them produces the same sound as any other, yet the sounds do not conflict. Of 300 people sitting in the chapel on Hanamatsuri, not one of them looks like me. Of course, as human beings, we are very similar in a sense. We all have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. It is true. But there is no one person in the room identical with me as far as my life is concerned, and not only in this world, not only in this room, but in the whole world. Moreover, my life will never be duplicated. But oddly, it is because we feel ourselves different that we destroy the harmony existing among all life. Because of the differences, we cannot seem to enjoy the harmony. Reverend Saito said, the trouble is when we perceive differences, we fight with each other. The difference in the Buddha was he found himself in all of life, in people, in trees, even in stones. The challenge is to discover our true selves and our relationships with others. He says, when I meet people, I discover myself. When I meet animals, I discover myself. When I observe nature, I discover myself. If I don't, then my life becomes stale. My life gets old and complacent. My life is exhausted. I am no longer alive. Hanamatsuri, the celebration of the Buddha's birthday, therefore, is a celebration of our own lives. It is a celebration of the world of oneness that affords us with the potential for discovering that nature harmony of life. It is, therefore, the celebration of our births as human beings and the opportunity that affords us. Dr. Taitetsu Unno once remarked, human life is rare and precious, not to be repeated again. A scientist once said, the difficulty of being born human is comparable to rolling a 6 in dice 5 million times in succession. My life, a miracle, a 6 in dice 5 million times in succession. Saito Sensu's article ends with the following statement, if I don't find my life in the life of Shakyamuni Buddha, then to me his birthday is of no significance. If I do discover this, then I will celebrate my birthday every day, every minute, wherever I go, whatever I see. And today we are here at Hanamatsuri, and we're given the opportunity to celebrate the life with a capital L that we are all a part of. On the occasion of our Hanamatsuri service for the year 2025, I thank you all for joining us and hope that you have a wonderful day and think about the lessons that we can receive from Shakyamuni Buddha and from Shinran Shonin, from all of the teachers that have given us the opportunity to receive the Buddha Dharma. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop Ito. Can you just imagine all the causes and conditions that brought us all here? You were born, and what brought you here was your parents, but what brought your parents, their parents. Just amazing how we all exist, and life is so precious. So glad that we are all here together and that we may celebrate together. Announcements. Next Sunday, April 27th at 9 a.m., we will have Karfa and Dharma. So just a gathering of people interested in learning about our teachings or to discuss topics, or if you have any questions that you have or anything to share. So hope to see you next Sunday at 9 a.m. in the conference room. Then after Coffee and Dharma, we'll have regular Sunday service here at 10 a.m. Then after service, next Sunday, we'll have the Downtown Women's Center lunch packing. So that's always a lot of fun, our monthly lunch packing project. Really enjoy that. Brought to life by Steve, Rosa, and Trish. So thank you for that. Next, we have several flyers here. May I share with you a traditional Edo period music workshop, a free admission next Friday. Is it this? This Friday, April 25th at 3 p.m. at the Koyasan Betsuin. They have a little alleyway right at the signal Koyasan Temple on off First Street. Free admission, beautiful musical, traditional Japanese musical workshop by Ms. Akiko Fujimoto. She carries down the tradition from her grandmother, shamisen and koto master Abe Keiko, and her mother, former living national treasure Fuji Kuniya-san. Wow. So that's going to be pretty amazing. Next Friday, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, free admission. Of course, donations are accepted. At Koyasan Temple, next Friday, 3 p.m. We have flyers are right outside in the foyer. This isn't coming until later on, but in June, our Lumbini Child Development Center will have an open house on Saturday, June 7th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We'll have arts and craft. We'll have the teachers here, light refreshments. And so if you have any questions, we are accepting 2.5 to 5-year-olds. We are licensed to care for the 2.5 to 5-year-olds. We started in 1977. We'll have prepared meals 3 days a week, and they'll go over all that. Open house, Lumbini open house, June 7th, 10 to 12 noon. And just a heads up on other dates. You have all these dates coming at you. Please mark off the last weekend in July. We'll have our Obon right here at our temple again. This time we're starting regular time, lunchtime. We'd like to catch the lunch crowd, so Obon will start at lunch the last weekend in July, Saturday and Sunday. But a most important date, the last Sunday in September, September 28th, our Bishop Ito will have his succession, service, and retirement celebration. So with more details to follow, please mark off once again, Sunday, September 28th. Are there any other announcements? No? Okay. Then may we conclude with the singing of Ondoksan 1 on page 112, please. And with Funai Sensei at the organ. Arigato. Oh, wonderful. Thank you to Ms. Lisa Shimamoto from Bobo Taiko and from our temple for acquiring from various florists and our florist right here all these beautiful flowers. And Miss Lisa Shimamoto has these beautiful arrangements all around our temple. So special thank you, Lisa. And the members of the Bombu Taiko group also put together our Hanamidos. Hanamido. So thank you very, very much for that. Also, thank you very much to Gary, always streaming our services. So thank you very much, Gary. Also, thank you to Bishop Ito, Reverend Nagamine, Reverend Hasegawa, but most importantly, those of you present. Thank you for living in the moment with us here at Higashi. And to reward you, please go downstairs for some delicious family service nachos, along with other goodies, including fruits, cupcakes, from Louise, from Becky, everyone, Irene Ota, thank you, and her Toban B. Buddhists are not religious, but we are a secular group. Happy Easter Sunday. And afterwards, I think the Ikeras are going to put on the pot roast, so we won't see them. But run home and hide those eggs for the cuties. And we have beautiful floral mini bouquets, anyone interested. And so it is downstairs before you leave. Please take one. Beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Oh. Yes, of course. And Miss Lindsay and Mr. Wiley are here to pass out flowers for all of you to offer sweet tea and flowers to our baby Buddha in celebration of his birthday. Please, come forward. Thank you, always from the Murata Farms. We have delicious lemons, but it's the avocados that are amazing. So please, thank you, Steve Murata and family.